Hello and welcome to the STB Racing League Season 19 here for the Japanese Grand Prix. And just be aware, I do have a bit of a cough. It's not COVID, don't worry. I've had it since I've had to recover from my cold. But Artem retired. That's massive because I know Artem's quick around here and he's already retired. Where's he crashed at? Crashed the last corner. That's a strange place to crash. Anyway. And that's the stuff I'm talking about. I was feeling a bit kind of crap earlier today, but I'm just starting to recover again. A bit of a headache. Apart from that, all good. And I don't know why this game's a bit laggy. Some drivers just can't get out of on board, like Matador. That's why I cannot physically get out, and it's laggy as well. So I can only do it with some drivers. A bit laggy. Is it just laggy? I don't know. Anyway, what's going on here? Fresh has just crashed into a Alpha Tauri. It's Doulos. So I don't think they're happy there. Actually, it's just gone straight on. That Papa Devils. It's Sant. What is going on? What a strange place to crash. Okay, we've had 3 retirements on track already. We've not even had the first few laps in. So, it's interesting. But yeah, I do have a bit of a cough. Mainly because I'm recovering from cold and my throat's all full of crap. I was coughing a bit, yeah. As well. But right now I've got LTD Dabby setting a timesheet at 29.2, which is actually a very decent lap. A very, very good lap. Especially for the first lap out. So, good pace on him. Straight out the bag. Fresh with a 29.9. Improve. It's not on lap anymore. Now it's in a 30 flat. Decent lap by there. Now they've been moaning about Japan all day and night. I was before tier 2 until I had mentions and had actually a good pace yesterday. Anyway, more yellow flags and McLaren going, so that's hybrid. No, it's not. That's Davy. Davy's not even doing that. He's got no front wing. He's crashed on his out lap. Or his in lap. He's crashed on his in lap. So, yeah. Not good for him, but luckily it's not affecting him by how long it's taking him to get back to the pit lane. And there's a wheel missing. Somebody's crashed in the pit lane. Or was that because of the crash from Artem? I wonder if that might be. I don't know. Anyway, it seems like a dry start as Hybrid's having a bit of a moment very easily to end. Some fucking damage by help of the oversteer. And yeah, laps had Vipers on the 29.5. So decent lap by him. Oh, Schneer, probably just lagging when they're on board. Some people, the Buffalo is fine. Go on to that Matador, it has fixed itself now. Yeah, I feel a bit laggy out there, trying to get it on board. Anymore. Levels 32.6. My thought has improved with 32.7, so not exactly very well representative laps. And just looking to get a good lap. No, he's not. No, he's not. He's in the barriers. That curb can catch so many people out, and so can the corner. The corner itself can be a pain, but that was a curb. You gotta watch out because that curb. It does go into the short layout, so it does stick out a little bit. Oh, that's enough spinning Ferrari. Or Ferrari engine car. He's got a front wing damage, I believe. That's just the black end plate. He's got good damage, good. What I'm talking about, it's a bit laggy. I can't get off board. Why can't I come off board with him? Maybe some drivers when that happens. There must be a new bug. It's gone to him, and now it's doing it fine again now. Weird. There's a weird bug down there where I can't get out of there on board. Yeah, people are struggling spinning on those curves. Dunlop. Cars coming out on that. Still, I believe on that. That's pins messing up. Sideshow Samuel on an outlet. Oh, it is on that. Again, I'm on that lag again. It's always right. It's around here. It's around this extra one. I can't do it. I'm trying to go off board. But it won't allow me. It's laggy. There we go. Is that part of the section of the track? I'm not able to do it. You know, so if it's McLaren. Davy's on out lap. Let's see if it lags. Oh, you don't want to be... He's out. He's... Okay, that's more hefty impacts than Andrada's was, and yet he's got away with it. So, not great. He's just coming out laps. That's his whole run ruined. So, yeah, so he's fine now. Weird, this buggy. So, that's his ruined run. That might be him over. 7 yellow flags. I can't actually see how much time is left. The woody yellow flags. 8 minutes. 8.5 minutes. So, he's still got time to come back into the lane, get another lap. So, it's not the end of the world, but it does compromise his qualifying. It's leaving off the track. And afterwards going off the track to let Alpha Tower through. Not the greatest place to lane through. Loss just starts his lap. Maldy's just starting his lap. And then there's Pete off. Another driver's off at that corner. A lot of people seem to be spinning at that corner. He's gone really slow. I believe that's fresh. It is. Letting him through. He's run wide. He compromised his line. He ran wide. Not Maldy. Doing a dirty off hybrid. Get away, it's a whole lot of gravel on the track. Definitely comfortable. There you go. Told him not to go full speed through there. That full power, which is quite dangerous. He's 3.5 cents up, so it's a good up at Maldy. We're still on him. He's in the bottom of it. Slamming that throttle down the exit. I'll get there too. Into the head from Maldy says he struggles here. Got to hop in. The exit. Absolutely falls up throttle again. Down to the hairpin. More yellow flags. That's just Davy going solo without his front wing. It's a hybrid. That's hybrid. Davy's now in the pits. So Fresh also is that. Fresh is actually down into that. So not good. There's a slow Ritzy Buffalo, I believe, and that's a Matador. Maldy's just about to get through there, so hopefully that gets played off. As Fresh goes into the pits. So there's the Matador's off the track, and that's going to hurt Maldy a little bit. Him too much, it's definitely going to make him a little bit more compromised. So he does 39.5. Very good lap there by Maldy, very decent. Definitely got hurt a little bit in that last sector, so definitely some more time in the lap, especially in that third sector. So Viper going very slowly, so is the Haas. They've got a Ferrari, they both got out of the way of this Ferrari now. Smells pretty much easier, not even on a lap, so don't worry about that. Viper, who's invalidated. Maldy's a lot of tyres lying around. Glass is not on a lap either. It might be actually, which has been quite slow. Yeah. Buffalo, he's on a lap, he's invalidated as well. Who's invalidated around here? What's some way you should be validating too much around here? There's not many places. Maybe take them one. Maybe speed. Oh, actually, not many places where you should really track setting. So I'm a bit surprised how many people have been validating on that so far. I read everything on that. He is. If you're speed, be careful. You don't want to go that care too much and just sell the car. This corner is actually quite difficult now in this game. It gets quite understeering. You have to really be patient and get the car located properly. If you run wide, it hurts your exit and all the way down here. More yellow flag. It's Alpine. I think that might be Fresh. Maldy would be going to the pits. So it was Fresh. So, not a great start. Spin at turn 1. Only foot wing damage. No, you don't hit those curbs. Slow Alpine. Alpha Tower, it's Viper going slowly. Alpine coming, that's Maldy, that's Fresh now, sorry. Whoa, this is a bit buggy. The hybrids. Finishes that, it's a 13.8. Not great. We've got Danny! FX1X Danny. 29.4. Davy needs to get some laps back out in this. In that photo. And he's finally decided to stay on board with the McLaren driver. Flying for turn 1, using the car, a bit dangerous there, but he's got away with it. 6 gears, very high gear to use for turn 2. The 5th gear corner, he's missed the apex and that's ruined his first sector. This way he can gain or lose most of the time. He's got the most corners. in this sector, probably sector alone, is the rest of the whole track. So I'm expecting this time to be down here by a couple of tenths. Oh, he's actually down by half a tenth, so he must have had a bad first sector as well, and he's invalidated it, so over players. Well, now Mazza or maybe he's not on a lap and noise back out, which is done it. Russians actually not doing too well. Normally they're always in that top 5. I think that's a slow sentence. Look at he's spinning at that right hander. It's not a place he's spinning. Normally it's done up or turn the left hander before that, and that's a spinning at that turn. Sorry, turn 5, and then spinning across the turn 6, which is the long right hander. So I wonder if that's how you do it. After 3 minutes 10, you might just have time to go out and do all that. Got the tyres. Oh no, he's hit that inside curb. You can't hit that. You can't hit that curb. And he's got back into the blue area. And you can't hit that inside curb. It's just going to unsettle the car like it does on many of the curbs in this track. Sky Sentin is not on a lap, 11 seconds down. Can't see it, everyone else is in the pit lane. Sky Sentin on a lap. Looks like he's backed off and sort of up. He's already understood. Why are you going to track at turn 1? It's the one place you're not be going wide. Turning in too late and then carrying too much speed in does not work. Oh, he's spotted massive! Another car has crashed at that turn 3 or turn 5 section. So many people are crashing on that first sector. It's unbelievable. Artem crashed at the last corner. Andros crashed at Dunlop. Sant crashed there at turn 5 and 6. Alpha, I believe, crashed there as well. I didn't see that. Dross now has done it as well. So look, so many people crashing during the qualifying sessions. I can't imagine doing that in a race. But yeah, lap 1. Many people on the laps now. Sorry, so there's of course. So no one's on the lap. Papa Devils is almost spinning his way to the finish line. Only person out, really, if that's fresh. No, it's Maldi on that lap. Let's gamble on Maldi. I've only got time to find. I've got lines. He's the first one to set a lap out of these out lap runners. So I've done more than Maldi. Teammate comes out too late, many minutes to go. So he's not going to miss another lap. Maldi really he's got wide, but he's got a good exit. So a bit of a late apex can work. In turn 3, he's hit. No. Yep, it's happened again, just like what Ross did. Hit that inside curve at turn 3 and he's out. Hopefully we don't have the safety car in qualifying. I think we've got Davy and Danny. Davy really revving that gearbox out. And he's going to get as much rotation in the car. Mashed all the tyres in the pit lane, possibly. Good understeer there. Coming towards the first exit. He's 3 tenths up. He's on for pole here if he doesn't validate it. Done that section nicely. We might be looking at a sub 29. So first car from up into the 20 into the 28s. Getting the car locked here. Having a bit of a struggle on exit. I don't see many Mercedes in Tier 3. It's a bit weird seeing a Mercedes. I don't feel like I see it very often in Tier 3. Oh, he's a downside curve, he's got away with those. Bit wide. To the Hayes exit to run wide. I'll track back from the Hurton by a couple of tenths. The slow McLaren and slow Haas. Fully spinning. Again, sector 1. Now, on the C130i, he's 3.5 tenths out despite that. Bad exit spin into last chicane. This is he can make or break qualifying. Oh, he's had a bit of a second stab at the wheel. Okay, a little bit. Picked high line, not go on the grass though. And it's a 28.9, just about into sub 29s. So good luck there by him. Next one to go. We've got an Alpine. Pete. No, sorry, it's a Renault. It's an Alpine. Williams. Damn it. That line doesn't break into the 29s. The flows and validated. Mazepin's going slow. He's not completing his stuff either. That's qualifying over. Just Papa Devils, who's invalidated and 14.5 seconds down. Well, that's faster than I can do on the pad. With a 33.5. My very own one lap. All over there. So that was qualifying done. A lot of crashes at sector 1. I mean, I'm not surprised that no crashes in sector 1. I don't think catches out those curves, but a lot more than I thought it would be. Alpha, Sant, Andover, Andrade, R10 I think did one as well. Oh, they used last corner. Schloss was there. Mazepin's on the crash there. No, Mazepin was alright. Maldi. But about 4 or 5 cars crashed in the first sector. So, it's caught many people out. I should hope they don't do that in the race. Hopefully not pushing too hard and not trying to exploit the track limits too much. I'm trying to wait for Buff online. If he doesn't want to take the weird entry line. So that's the way to go for Oh, yeah. Not recommended. Just hope he didn't let the race. Otherwise, look at this racing. Now, while I've got time, if you excuse me, I would like to have a moment to get a drink. I'll be back in a minute. So here is the results. We've got Danny on pole, Davy in second and Viper in third. No Russians in the top 3, very unexpected. We've got 2 5-place grid penalties, so that'll be interesting. I'm very familiar with that yesterday. But yeah, I'm excited for this race. Not sure, but I think I'm expecting quite a few safety cars. And that was a quick delay, or a quick start to that timer to go. As I wait for the drivers to pull their last minute changes and setups. I'll be back in a second. So we are starting information lap, so let's go again. Difficult being a single commentator. Don't let anyone to support you if you're not there. If you're not gone us, that'll be the experience. Kicking by the eye. So interesting. Abby's trying to spin on his formation lap. So yeah. Maldi P4, Mazepin P5, Sentin P6, Pete P7, Buffalo P8, Shamrock P9, Russell P10. So he's tired. Things up. We've got Cypress Samuel, who managed to qualify on the mediums in P9, so that's decent by him. Should go to the softs at the end, so it'll be a lot faster towards the end. Last one would be P10 with softs, but hybrids, mediums, fresh softs. Not good results for fresh. And nice to use tyres, so this way, after I was on the soft, I was up to. I thought, and then we've got the rest of the grid. R10 all the way back in P19. Back get ahead of Matador on his mediums, then it might help him towards the end of the race. So there's McLaren, Davy, qualified from qualifying, so not good. Cold tyres, cold engine, might be a bit laggy right now. Very laggy. So I need to watch out for him. Very laggy it is. Constantly getting the X's. Is there soft and medium? No, I think about lap 10, lap 11 onto the mediums is more than enough to get the mediums to the end. Obviously, I think it might be a little bit different yesterday, tier 2, as there was a wet qualifying, so we started on fresh tyres. So, it might be like lap 10, 9, lap 10 for these guys, about a lap earlier. Seems alright. So I can still have a bit of connection issues. Hopefully that doesn't affect anyone around him, e.g. Maldi or Davy or Mazepin. So it's all parking slots, a bit of a gap between the hash drivers. A bit of a gap. What's Artem doing? Very slow. So now he's got Aston Martin right. So very funky camera angle. Not you see it much. As the rest of the cars queue up on their grid slots, just waiting for R10 now. Slowly crawl into his P19 slot. And there we go. Just waiting for the cars to relocate and boot up. Just waiting for the drill off. There we go. It's 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights, and away we go. And it's a good start by the Mercedes. Davy has a poor out. Davy has a really poor start. He caught it. Oh my god! What just happened? The virtual safety car. Margin caught it, and I think there's a full safety car. And I would not be. Davy looks like he caused an absolutely massive crash before even turn 1. Davy has been enabled. There's another spin over Andrea spinning at turn 1. And oh, what's going on? The Ferrari's going slow. What's the Ferrari doing? Ah, that's really bad for me. What are people going to do with strategies now? I was like Maldi, I would hit as a spinning Ferrari. How would he? Questionable. I know what Mazepin's doing. Very questionable. I'm lost for words right now. I don't know what the hell happened. I was on board Davy. He had a massive moment. I realised Davy was struggling on the traction on this formation app, but what the hell happened there? I forget how to do a restart. I know it's been a while since we've been racing STB. It's not 17 was the last time we raced here. Back in tier 2. There's still overtakes happening. Davy's now lost a couple places. What's going on? Davy's not getting that pace back. Mazepin's going a bit weirdly onto the grass. I'm a bit confused how people change positions. I haven't got penalties yet. Andrea has got no front wing. He's gone off the track. So not great for him. They can pass him because, well, so I think people like these guys might pit for mediums. They haven't used them in qualifying. Second time mediums on. Go to lap 20, well, lap 17, 18, and go on to oh, yeah. Parallel outbreaking himself, almost hitting the back of Maldi. So yeah, Maldi in the pits. Over in the pits. Parallel actually stayed out. I think he got away with damage. Davy's actually got away with it as well, but I wouldn't be surprised if people had some floor damage after all that. A lot of dust. mediums for Papa Devils. Maldi also set of mediums. They front wing change, so they front wing was clean. Just a change of strategy, which is I think a good choice. Get rid of those worn sausage in qualifying. He lost one position. I didn't use this at all, but Sentin's out. Sentin was victim of that. Andrade taking his time on the pit lane. And that's quickly queues up. Should be quite a short safety car since it's only lap 2. And then should get back to the safety car very, very quickly. And very, very soon. Obviously, it's. Well, I'm not going to say. I need action to be talking. Here I'll just carry a penalty. I wonder if that's a 5-second place. 5-second penalty. Interesting. Andrew has gone to soft, so looking for restart. But I'm not sure that's the way to go, unless he's on mediums. I've 30 cars out of the lap. I don't see why he can't go onto them set of mediums. That's why he couldn't. As long as he catches back up to the safety car on time, it's all good. But yeah, we've got now the Tenton's left, so he's retired. So now we've got Danny leading the race instead of Davy. Danny leading the race, we've got Keaton Viper. He's still lagging, I believe. Yeah, still desyncing. So Samuel's got to watch out. So Samuel's had a great start. Like P9, up into P2. We'll watch out for AlphaTauri. He's lagging like really bad. So why didn't he think it's not only this bad, it's only really bad this way. We've got P and P5. Let's get the positions up. There we go. So Fresh has gained 6 places. Samuel's gained 6 places. Sant has gained 7. Artem also gained 7. There's Davy and Maldi both losing 13. So Ra. Hybrid's got 5.5 place penalty for hitting the back of Drillos. Oh, Drillos hitting the back of Hybrid. And Hybrid's got a penalty for it. Interesting. Normally it's the guy behind that normally has that penalty. That's a bit interesting. So obviously Drillos is getting a bit too close. Maybe Drillos had a bit checked by Hybrid maybe? I don't know. Now everyone's behind the safety car now. So safety car should be in this lap. I need some action. Qualifying, I'm not gonna lie, apart from the crashes, was a little bit dull. I can't be sitting behind the safety car for half the race. It doesn't do it for me. If I was Maldi, I think Maldi would be going straight into boredom and unable to say anything. But anyway, yeah, well, it's actually Samuel on those mediums. If he can get good pace, if he can actually get ahead of Kid Viper, who is desyncing like mad. I say wait for him if I was you, Samuel. But if actually can get a good restart, you can get ahead of Viper, if possible, without lagging into him. Boy, that's not good. I don't want to be seen there in front of you. He did a good start. I mean, he had good pace, and he didn't get undercutted too bad when he does pit for softs. I'd say he's got a good shot of getting a good podium here if he's obviously, I'm not unsure what his pace is like, so can't say much in what's going on. Danny's got a safety car. Safety car is not in this lap. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, I know it is. That's a very, very late call, and Danny slams on the brakes. And a Mercedes! That's how Samuel apps slam on the brakes, having to do emergency braking. Instead of collision with Pirilo, that safety car has caught everyone out. And now the safety car will go in, and Danny will lead the way. He's got to quite a late restart, and Samuel's already trying to overtake KT and Viper. Davy's got a 5 round for a different collision with Pirlo. There's a carnage going back there. Maldi has overtook about 3 cars, 3 people in the pits, more damage. Davy, I wonder if he just spun again. I wonder if Davy just spun himself out again. Oh, talk about spinning. Thanks to Samuel. Oh, that's a shame. He spun at turn 1. I don't know what's happened there. I know Viper is lagging. So we're going to be careful for that. Oh, never mind, he spun himself. That sorts the issue out. That sorts the issues. Oh! I know it's just him resetting his car to the track, but you still watch how he's lagging really badly. But that just sort out. Tristan Buffalo's had a gifted PT now. Still adjusting to his new wheel. Bit easy into the hairpin. Danny's flying away. 3 seconds of gap. It's not even been a lap yet. Some BR Davison from Tier 1 this week. Just absolutely flying away. Hybrid on mediums. Doing very well on P5. He's got the pounds he's carrying around. Oh, there. So, him got more yellow flags with the Ferrari. A Mazepin. I'll say caught it now. Mazepin. And Papadopoulos overtakes Mazepin. Something I would say the same in STB Tier 3. I think Mazepin might make a move out of those here. That was a lift, that was. A lift. That was definitely a lift there. Oh, and Papadopoulos broke early. And Papadopoulos, obviously, not the greatest driver here. Been obviously a lot quicker driver. The traction difference. Papadopoulos going to try and fight it, but that's been that happens here. Around the outside he goes. Papadopoulos down to P15. More yellow flags. There's a Red Bull, I think that was. No, it's Drulos. Drulos is round. Next person to get caught in that action. Oh no, there's collisions going on. What's going on in Pirol? Sideshow Samuel is an absolute kerfuffle. No, Casey Viper's lagging his way through. Samuel's off the track. Oh, and it's got the Maudi spun! Maudi's into the barriers. He's kept his front wing intact, but he's spun into the carry. He's getting put off by his drivers ahead, and now Papadopoulos. Oh, never mind. Papadopoulos just driving himself off the track, and now he's coming on track dangerously. And he spun. Papadopoulos is round. Get clumsy there by the Aston Martin driver. Maudi lives another day. And then what's going on here? Absolute. Oh! That's not good. A bit dodgy here. Three people cutting each other off. There's definitely some front wing damage there from the Ferrari. And there's more contact. The two Ferraris are touched. It's Brazil 2019 all over again. Sorry, 2020. And there's contact. And now, wow. Really questioning this right now. I don't know what's going on. Front wing damage for the Russian. QS enabled. The gaps already, massive gaps already. Got Mastor, keeping it clean. He's not the quickest driver in the world, but he's very smooth and he's very consistent. Lopez making a move, still lagging. That seems to be fixed now. That seems to be fixed. But still able to get past. Of course, left his overtake. Can't take that off during this section. And Viper's trying to find a way through. No, his lag is coming back. Laggy on him. And we've got some action going on here. Artem, freshest round. The second Alpine that's spun. The second at that Dunlop corner. I need to watch how he's got a lot of gravel. He's dispensing. More yellow flags. What's going on here? Oh, it's Maudi. No, it's not. It's like Samuel. It's shocking again. Again, more gravel being dumped on the track. So, Joss is going very slow. I wonder if he's got damage after all those crashes. Those collisions during the last lap. And more yellow flags at Samuel again. I think a commentator cursed him. It's gone from bad to worse to even worse. Watch out for Papadopoulos coming up behind him. I would almost have a bit of a moment there. Apart from the crash, there's not having much actual action there. Drulos off the back of Matador. Maudi following behind. Danny's now got a 5.2 second lead. Absolute flying away. No one can touch him. As the lead through this flash triangle section, I like to call it. Drulos, DRS, slipstream. Might be an easy overtake here. Matador's using all of his overtake, but he's given up. Can't afford to jump on his overtake. Maudi, saving his overtake for another day. Then I'm going to find his way past Matador. Just don't spin on those curves. Very easy to do. So I'm going to find his weave his way through. He's taking different lines. If you haven't been caught out by dirty air, very cautiously around here. So now they've got a bit more pace. Pressure tyres as well. Maybe moving to the hairpin is eligible. Finally, a bit away from Matador. He's had a moment here in the He's side by side, coming to the kink of the hairpin. He's going to outbrake him, go round the outside of the hairpin. He's going to get better traction, do the outside line. He's forced his way through. STB Maldi up into P10. Now we're going to charge back after Steros after losing 2 seconds on him. Then he's going to climb that gap again. We've got R10. Remember R10 was last at the start of this race. Now lap 7. Samuel's having more issues. R10 back of hybrids. Taking a switchback line, taking a better exit. Oh, he's going to get this now. Absolutely no issue at all. DRS open. Hybrids, he's not even overtake. He knows he's not going to fight that. He does not have pace. And even if he did have a pace, I don't think defending would be possible. It's very cloudy here. I don't know if there's any rain coming. It's going to be cloudy. And there's flag, it's 2, that's here with Law. No, it's Mazepin. Mazepin's struggling. He's on the hards. The hards are not a nice side to be on. It's the hardest tyre compound out of the selection of tyres. It's the C1 compound, the hardest tyres around here. Track Suzuka. I think Buffalo's lost the second place to Pete. So what happens is a spin. It's hybrid. He's round, and Fresh has caught himself back into P6. The tyres are a little bit hot into the section, but not something you want to be doing. If I put using my overtake, Ross behind. Maldi's slowly catching up, getting a couple of tenths on Ross. There's more yellow flags. That's Andreda. Maybe a moment, I think. It's in the flow. Lost up place beat, he's looking to get back. Hybrid who's now chomping the back of Alpha. He's got an incredible straight line speed. Mouth over the speed he had compared to Alpha and Fresh. He's gone up the inside and he's going to get the move done. He's absolutely eating for breakfast and somebody's ghosting through somebody. Alpha just goes through Viper just goes through Alpha. That's interesting. Lots of catching this gap. Now he's also using time to Dross. Dross using a bit of overtake. There's definitely a little bit of fight coming on. He's fine. Fresh is making more mistakes. He's not enjoying this right now. I believe he's leading the championship, but he's really struggling around Japan. I know it's not a pad's user's favourite, but some people better than others. After taking down his lap time, tyres are starting to wear out as well. So looking at lap 9, looking at time now, people start pitting. Lap 9 up 10. Probably the most time to pit. It was lap 10 and lap 11 in tier 2. Obviously, fresh softs they were. So people might be feeling a bit earlier than tier 2, as they are worn softs in qualifying. Alpha really lost position to Dross. Alpha's really struggling right now. Lost a low position to Dross. Maldi's going to be the next one to take that position away from him. But we're coming towards the pit stop windows, and Maldi, despite being on the mediums, he's actually got really good pace. I mean, I know those mediums are going to be better condition, but he's got good pace. And there's yellow flags at Sant all the way down back, still sector 1. That's a good lap in a minute. All the way down into coming up the corner. So, good. That's Alpha, so I think that's good to us, but those things not very possible. Got behind, taking the move. He lost just a little bit quicker around. Viper's still looks like he's still lagging, as Viper's literally pushing Hybrid Fresh through. Fresh is really struggling. And that's Mr. Buffalo's made a mistake. Now Fresh is going to be up the back of him. No, sorry, Fresh will be the back of him. Hybrid is pacing Viper, lags his way through. Oh! And Fresh just caught Hybrid out, and Hybrid's got damage. Fresh going very slow into that first sector. Viper's going to take that position. Hybrid's race is ruined. That's his strategy ruined. He's on the mediums. He's going to be overtaken by Dross and then by Maldi and Alpha. Hybrid's race ruined. He has to pit. He's not going to keep going now. He has to pit onto the hards, which which is going to ruin his race. So, and he's got I think we change as well. Alpha will pass him, and so Melody. Alpha's really struggling, and Melody's all over the back of him. Alpha's not fighting it, doesn't look like. So, open to P9 from Melody, and we'll get a place from Hybrid as well. It's not really happening anytime soon. Why is it going? I should have pitted by now, surely. There you go, pit up happening. There we go. I was expecting 10 laps on qualifying done softs. That's pretty far. Melody's got DRS on Alpha. Alpha can't make the remove. I already had DRS on Dross. And now I live in 5. Now we're trying to see what his pace is like compared to KTM Viper and Artem. Fresh is really struggling and he's gone to the hards. What are you doing? Why the hards? It's the mediums. The guys have done their research. It's the mediums can easily do this at the end. A bit interesting there how people go on for hard. It is a soft and medium strategy. The graph says he can't, but it's quite easy. A bit of the tire compound alterations here. No other flags. Period all spun again. Last pins. Two Ferraris are not enjoying their races. As we've got France. I believe that's Danny lapping him. Danny gets DRS from that. It's now 9 seconds to get him out. And he goes off another lap. What? Okay. Interesting. The tyres are going to be off now. Set of mediums repeat. So his Viper also sends a set of mediums. Be ahead of Rissy Buffalo actually, it's Matador, sorry. Not Rissy Buffalo. But you can see people as mediums, you'll be thinking, have I made this wrong strategy? It's hard, it's not a hard tire track, you don't need these hards around here. But, I'm not sure. Oh! Never mind, Viper spun. On your fresh tyres is the worst time to spin. The second damage on it now, and we have to reset. Fresh will breeze past as well, and we'll roll Papa Devils. Pretty decent race, but I'm still got a pit there, isn't it? Oh, well, color cutting's not the one way to go. On the spin out a little bit now, it's starting to lack of action. Definitely not as excited as it was in Tier 2, that's for sure. And he finally pits as Pyrodols are in the barriers to the focus playing. I think it's that's his race over. His race has been done for a long time. As R10 continues on his mediums. Looking to go at lap 16, lap 17. So Melody will pass Debbie. That's how far Debbie is ahead. He's a whole pit stop ahead of Melody. Debbie looks like he needs to disperse Melody as quickly as possible, although he's got no threat from behind. Danny, but still wants to get past Melody as quickly as possible. Melody missing a bit of the apex there. Alpha pits for mediums. This Buffalo can be seen now. I'm thinking, they made the wrong move. So fresh. Vanspin gets back out of the race on the hards. Interesting. I'm pretty sure Danny will slap that at the end of this next lap. He will get DRS off Melody. He will breeze past him. And yeah, I think anyway gets moved done before even the first. It's going to get done now. Melody's not going to fight it. It's not his battle. Just get behind Danny, needs a DRS to get a bit of a gap, close up to R10. That's the gap between R10 and Melody. Both haven't pit yet. Well, Melody's actually pit on lap 1, he was at the back. 12 seconds though. That's how much a gap Melody has to find to get up to R10. Closing up to their descent. Who is not going to get the mediums to the end. Should lost the fast lap on the race on his fresh-ish mediums. Got DRS almost just slipped from the back. Still yet to pit. Struggling a lot. Wide at turn 2. Don't go up the inside there because we all know what's going to happen. I'm just going to try and stick one. No, you don't want to go wide there. Go around the outside. He's got that understeer. He's got. He's understeer's carrying. He's stabbing that wheel 4 or 5 times. It's a lot turning in. If I've got Mazepin taking Andrew over the pits. Viper's Intet finally fixed itself again. More gravel. Strulos getting past Matador. Quite an easy move there in the end. Next to Buffalo to overtake him on those hard tyres. I did get another penalty, that's not going to happen in the long term. That makes it the fastest lap there we get, 30.9. That was that's like a second and a half faster. Then Samuel's got front wing damage. Great, and the Red Bull's all the way the back of him. Oh wow, it's getting close. You don't want to go on that curb though. It would be nice if you didn't actually hit that. Not a curb you're going to be touching. Like touching. Float. Not quite in DRS of the rest of Matador's still got in DRS of Trilos. And so weave through this perfection very easy to get on those curves and spin. And Samuel got a 5-second time penalty for obvious corner cutting. What did he do? Cut the whole last chicane. He's the pit. That was race over, to be honest. He's got 5 plays, he's got 5-second time penalty now because of that. He's lost more time corner cutting getting the penalty than actually taking the chicane. So I don't get the logic in that. But you gain about 2 or 3 seconds by doing that. Fresh on those hards. Both Cape and Viper Rank is really struggling right now. On those mediums, basically. Oh! And there goes a mistake, and Fresh is going to take advantage of that. And through he goes. On a set of mediums. It's not hard, sorry. And there's Buffalo. Right to the back of Matador. Matador said he asked 3 seconds to go. Laps, 3 laps. So that's not bad. Oh, we don't want to go inside there. Matador still do a couple more laps on those guys. They both run a bit wide. Buffalo just follow these lines. Matador's going to go for another lap. Matador will get DRS. Matador's using whatever tank he's got left, but can't use it all. It's going to be an easy overtaking in for the second Haas driver. He becomes the first Haas driver. They were sliding on entry there from our 4th camera. Gets the move done. So we might be seeing the cars pit, maybe the medium runners to pit. Oh, Pete's just got a... As soon as he's gone board with him today, there's a penalty. Yep, so Pete, good for him, to hurt his result later on. So, people will be pitting soon. Nardi will be pitting in the next lap or 2. R10 will probably be pitting in this or next lap, maybe. To go on to soft tyres, fully pit, he does. Lap 16. 11 laps as half softs to the end. And there will be a set of soft tyres. Nardi, I believe, because his tyres are a bit fresher, will continue on for another lap. He does. Tyres are 3 laps younger than R10, so he can go on for another lap. And somebody else, but that's And that's Andrade. The one spun. How spread out the field is. Every single part of the track has been used. Apart from the first and second opener and the hairpin. Apart from that, every track has been used. They spread out this grid is so far. Oh, and a fiver. Oh. Oh. Not enjoying this right now. I'm not enjoying it at all. He's having a bit of a lag again. Samurai gets past Andrade on those fresh softs. Even those mediums are like only one lap old. Much grip difference those softs have. Yeah, it's pretty insane. A lot of dirt. So he's having a couple of moments of that. Andrade gets no penalty. Be interesting to see where Maldi comes out compared to Drillos. Maldi was just behind Drillos when it came to the pits. So it'll be interesting to see when Maldi comes out. I hope Maldi really hoping he gets out of the clear air. I think he might come out just behind the Alfa Romeo of Andrade. Pits. Same with. Actually, no, that's Ben. That's cool. Next person to pits. Maldi's the only one left to pit on those mediums. He's going for another lap. Oh, okay. Doesn't need to pit that lap. But obviously not. I wonder if Maldi's used all his soft tyres up. He had to go a bit longer to make those softs go to the end. Well, he crashed on his other set of tyres, so those tyres should be limited to use. Guys, he didn't do like one lap on them. Danny actually commanding leads. His progress away from Maldi's slowed down a lot since the last couple of laps. It's not only 6 seconds to Maldi. Maldi's got a really good pace. He's what, 6 laps now? Danny was about a second and a half lap faster than Maldi. It's now going down to about half a lap. Actually, he's gained some time through there. So that's interesting. Artem's obviously going to be very quick on these softs now. Don't forget he was at the back of the grid at lap 1. Well, lap start. He's done his strategy perfectly. He's avoided trouble. And he's already running in the P3. He's actually got a bit of a shout here. Only 10 seconds to Danny. I don't think he's going to get 11 seconds to Danny in 9 laps. Not going to happen. Maldi should be coming to the pits this lap now. I don't see why he shouldn't be in those tyres any longer. Will he come into the pits? No! He's not making his tyres to the end. There's no way. He's not doing another. He's not doing 26 laps on those tyres. There's no way. Not even the half could do that. I wonder if he's just trying to go as strong as he can. I wonder if he's just trying to make a gap. It's not a forest spun. Sorry, that's an Alfa Romeo. I got confused between the reds. It was around again. What are you doing? Maldi passes him. Oh, and there's Papa Devil's round as well. He's snapping every single instant out there. Wiper. Taking it in from Matador. This pass. Maldi's got a 5 second time penalty for ignoring yellow flags. And he's going to take that as well. I wonder if he got that overtaking. Andrade. I mean, even if he's going to take it. I'm not sure he's going to be able to get that removed or not. Because we're going to have a rule here where we don't take the penalties off if we've already taken them. Maybe we can make a bit of an exception from Maldi. Because that is a bit harsh. And he's gone wide there. He don't be going wide there. Where would Maldi come off? 5. He'd probably come out behind Fresh. That's Brown's where I think Maldi would come out. Seems alright. Maybe ahead of him. Yeah, come out of. Surely he's going to pit now. He's not doing more laps over reading, so he's finally going to the pit. Oh, it's soft tyre. He's got a 5 second time penalty. It's the worst time to do it as well. Right the lap before you do your pit stop. You'll fall back and you've got your foot further than Fresh. That's unfortunate. There's no Mercedes right side of Samuel. A lot of people spinning, but not many people retiring. A lot of lap cars, a lot of penalties. Now do come up. There goes Buffalo. There's Fresh coming up now. Detail be going around Fresh. Detail come up behind him. He might come out there behind him at Alpine. Will he get ahead of Viper? He will. So that's crucial for Maldi, but Maldi's coming out. I think P4 is possible. Maybe P5. I'd be thinking how much grip he's got. That high. Almost spun for the 7th time this race. Talking about spin, Fresh is out as well. Safety car. There is a safety car, and then the safety car pulls out. We see that. That's very rare. You see a safety car pull up, and then a safety car. There's many lapped cars. I think it might create some confusion here, and this has actually worked out beautifully for Maldi. He's just come up with the safety car. I mean, you would have heard it happened about a minute earlier, so you could take the penalty under the safety car. He would have came out ahead of his teammate, but I don't think it made a difference in position anyway, regardless of the spin or what. Danny's going to pit for Fresh Softs. Doesn't quite have the gap, but you have so much fresh tires. He's got to watch out for R10. He's going to have. He's going to come up behind R10. R10 going to pit. The R10 pits. That's interesting. He's only on 2.5-old, 3.5-old softs. Pete's unsurprisingly there. He's got 40 seconds to Duros. Duros is going to pit. Buffalo's going to pit. Surely he's not going to be on his hards. Ross pits as well. Buffalo also pits. Then Maldi come out after all these pit stops. Will he come out how does this massive train? He's got to stick to Delta here. And the Delta's gone now because the leader's actually come up. He's going to come to P3, P4. P4 Maldi comes out of. So after all that, Maldi stays on P4. Without a penalty, he might have been P3. If he pitted them the same lap these guys did, I think he might have been about P3. But then again, I he didn't know that at the time. Obviously, Maldi picked these under racing conditions, and Pete didn't. So, still, here, because of our friend's over the pit, our friend will keep the lead. Yesterday, this cars in traffic, might be on soft tyres. I'm surprised Arthur didn't stay out. He would stay out on these Warner-ish softs and then sort of have pace to keep behind Danny. And then again, it was a lot later, basically, all that to do it. So, right now, as it stands, Maldi's in the podium position. It could be interesting. I mean, if Maldi can get past Pete, even better. And then you can try and pull off the leaders. I think Danny might pull away there. Danny's been super quick all race. So see what happens. I'm doing that braking acceleration at the same time technique to try and use that fuel up. Like the long safety car off, wait for the leaders. There's been a lot of lap cars. Luckily, the lap car is not affecting the one. Still P4. So Danny's got a bit of trick on. He's trying to overtake. I'm just overtook Maldi. Can you overtake cars? Are you able to? I haven't seen a warning. I think, and it's collision. Pete's surprised that Andrew's trying to make through it, and Andrew's got a 5-second time to for Pete. What's going on here? And Maldi's trying to overtake him. Maldi's overtake because Pete was going that slow. Maldi was over to overtake Pete because Pete was going so slow that he was creating his own collision, his own yellow flags, that Maldi could actually overtake Pete. So Maldi is up into podium positions on merit, effectively net P3. Now, he made a massive mistake there. Should not be going that slow, because if you go too slow, you will create your own yellow flags in the game and you can pass people. And effectively, if that was on the safety car, even if you weren't allowed to pass, he would have still created yellow flags. If you're creating a yellow flag, you are eligible to be overtaken by other people. And that's what he was effectively doing. He was creating his own little yellow flag, which you can't see, and allows people to overtake. If you're going slow enough, people can pass you. So you don't want to be going too slow, and that's what happened. I was like, okay, I'll take that position. I'm not sure what Andrew was doing, to be honest. I don't think that car's can overtake right now. I don't think they can in the game, to be honest. I don't know, because I've never been in the position to lap a car and lap cars. But I don't think you can. And I think that's what Andrew was doing. obviously caused a bit of a collision and created a bit of confusion. And if Pete got a illegal overtake, and Maudi just swooped through them, I think that might be the case. So it'll be interesting. So this his car will be out for another lap. Mazepin so far behind. Viper's now cut off 5 seconds. That pace penalty for collision. It's what they're following people too closely. That's what they're doing. They're following people too closely here. Viper's got a track ascending warning under the safety car. Why is he not pitted, by the way? Get rid of those minions. Put slap a set of softs on. Can you sit and duck otherwise? I think after Mazepin's commanding and dominant start at Singapore, you think he'd be, you think he's probably a quicker driver than that actually hybrid does actually fit at the end of that. The difference in Mazepin has been is, compared to what he was in Singapore, his pace has swapped ends. It's like me going from Abu Dhabi to, I don't know, I'll track him really slow at. No, actually. But yeah, it's massive. Me to Brazil, I know I'm very slow at Brazil. Like, let me give Abu Dhabi to Brazil. Like, it's one end of the scale to the other. On there, Alpha's going to be a bit overtake-ish with Matador. Matador. Actually, Miles disconnected. Katie and Viper's just overtook him. He's a laps car. Matador, obviously, normally, very good in his penalties. So, he's not the quickest driver now, but he always gains it back from these late safety cars and having no penalties. Very useful. We saw a couple of seasons ago, well, last season and season 17, Kevin, who's almost never get penalties. And funny enough, I gave him a penalty during Mexico, pushing hard. So it was kind of, having the penalties can just make your race that much better. And that was your result, so much better. It's actually faster to not track extend than to try and gain that time off the track. It's actually better not to try and colour cut. So I think sometimes, yeah, you can get them from just, it's just in the corner a little bit, but you're getting more time, so 3 seconds is a lot, especially when in a close battle. The safety car is finally in, because that sector 3 is so late. It calls that safety car in very late as well. They don't call it at Spoon, they call it at 130R. Danny's now training up the grid, Maldi and R10 looking to try and find a way past him. See how Danny does his restart. 5 second time penalty for Sant on Papa Devils, not good. It's rather clean restart. Maldi's struggled. But everyone's had a bad restart, everyone's delayed, and that's Andrew again multiple overtakes and now Papa Devils in a late overtake. Maybe a little bit damage. Shane. There's Matador. Trying to defend from Chris Buffalo. Also slowing down. What's he going to so slow for? That stands EI. Oh, that's just him being a lap behind. Touching Samuel's EI being overtaken. Viper's lagging. So sketchy to watch him. Marley's already 1.8 seconds behind R10. That's just how quick R10 and Danny are. Marley's struggling, and then Marley's not exactly quick around here. He's got Pete all over the back of him. Pete's got a penalty, so even if Pete does overtake him, as long as Marley stays within 1 second, or 3 seconds of Pete, he needs to pull away 1 second to Pete. He needs to. Like, Pete just all that word need. Luckily, DRS is not open for another lap. But you won't get it until next lap. Yeah, you get it at the end, the very, very end. Effectively, lap 25, Pirlo gets a penalty. Penalties at the back of the grid. keeping it nice and clean towards the front. Danny gets the fast lap of the race, unsurprising. Almost qualifying fuel. And we've only 3 minutes to go on fresh tyres. And we get another penalty. I'm going to start switching between onboard and offboard too much. Marty's still unable to pull a gap on the Williams driver. And Marty falling back constantly. Does not have the pace those leaders. Pete, look how much more speed he can take into those corners. Pete on the wheel, Marty on the pad. I know Marty struggles anyway, but pace difference is insane. And Marty's not even the closest. Marty's not even nowhere. Marty's like a midfield runner. So the pace variation in this grid is insane. Marty's had another mistake. Pete had as well. A bit struggling there. Yeah, flags. I think that might be Sandra Day again. Yeah. So good. Keeping his battle here. Just getting closer to Pete, but still Pete keeping him back in Maldi. Gap staying about 8 tenths, no, 9 tenths now. Pete had a very good spoon. Gap's still about 8 seconds out. They won't have DRS down the straight because the DRS detection point. Oh, no, it's just been fair. The DRS still isn't able anyway. You'll see. When we get to the end of this last lap, and the line DRS enabled, there it is, but it won't get until the end of this lap. Because, well, there's only one DRS point, and that's the very, very end of the last of the lap. So, I'm surprised they haven't added a DRS zone onto 130R or towards Spoon. I'm very surprised they haven't. I know it's towards Spoon, it's long right, but we all saw during Saudi Arabian Grand Prix that it can turn a bit and you DRS at the same time. Why not towards Spoon? Make it more interesting. It could have 3 DRS detection points around here, to be honest. One towards Spoon and one towards 130R, if not through 130R. Sketch DRS, going out to DRS through 130R. Meanwhile, Maldi holds on, he's barely hanging on to Pete there. Pete's all over back in Maldi now. I think it's going to play it smartly. I mean, Pete's not his biggest issue, it's Drillos. If Pete gets past Maldi and then Drillos can pass him, Pete Maldi will lose his podium. Artem looking very, very close to Danny here. Looking very, very close. Pete's also very close behind Maldi. He will get DRS's lap. Maldi, he needs to get a good exit here. He's going to lose that place to Pete. Artem with DRS. Overtake. He's in absolutely everything. Inside and squeezing. Oh, he don't hit that curb. He was spin. He spun round. He's hit the inside curb. And he's round. And now he's going to lose his P3 here. He's going to drop down to P4 potentially. And Maldi's goes through him. And that's been noted. These guys, Pete's got past Maldi. Maldi just needs to stay within 3 seconds of Pete. And he will get a P2. It's going to be insane. Maldi just needs to stay within 3 seconds of Pete, which shouldn't be an issue. If Maldi keeps taking lines like that. 1.9 seconds. Gap, Drillos is looking to get past Artem now, but Artem, we know he's a quick driver. And he'll be looking to get repassed over Maldi here. But will he be able to? He's drained all his overtake. Well, he's lost some of it anyway. But then we get Maldi still under fire from Artem. And look at that. Martin's all the back of him now. He needs to play this smartly. He's not been more overtaking Artem. He's using some extra advantage. He's got Brandon as an engineer, telling him that Artem's a bit low on overtake. Now, just dump it. Maldi's had a poor exit. Artem's all over the back of him now. Maldi's going to dump it. It's going to be a race to the last line. It's going to let Stitching. He's got the lowest wings. Artem pulls to the outside. He's not got the gap. Maldi's got a little bit extra DRS. And now it's going to be whoever can pull it. Oh, it's going to be very close. Maldi's going to put him to the grass. He's going around the outside. How he will hold it. Maldi will hold the P2. Maldi will get. Then he wins. P will get P2. Maldi P2! Maldi will be P2, Artem P3 in the end, unable to overtake Maldi, great defending by the Maldi. P2 in the end. After all of that, Artem as well, despite losing that, despite having that moment, he still has still had a very good race, a very, very good. Still from last on the grid. I mean, he's going to be disappointed with that, but in general, he's only going to be happy about that result in the end, regardless. And Pirlo's got a 27 time penalty, ignoring yellow flags. 20 seconds. What? Yeah, that's a great race by Artem Maldi. Maldi also had his own little spin earlier in the race. He's played it perfectly. He had a penalty as well, which also hurt him. And he still managed to fight through anyway. We're waiting for the rest of the cars to finish. Copper Devils, I think, with no front wing. Or damaged front wing. Will come round to get P12. As we'll get Maldi in for the interviews. I just realised that Aston have a TikTok advertisement on the inside of the front wing. Interesting. Here is your podium finishers. You've got great results by Danny there. Absolute commanding win. Nothing can touch him apart from Artem on that last lap. Artem, he obviously trying to give him as much room as possible, but obviously clipped that inside curb, which spun him round, which made him lose a place. Still on the podium, but Pete with that penalty. Told you, the penalties can cost you. Pete would have been P2 at the end of the race if he didn't have the penalty. But instead, he got P4. He got P5. It's worse than what Nick had back in yesterday's race. He went down from P2 to like P7. Anyway, excuse me. Danny will get the fastest lap and the race victory. The commanding wing pole and the race win and the fastest lap. He's got the treble. Maldi, P2 in the end. Great result by the STB chairman. Artem P3 from last on the grid. Great race there, despite that mistake at the end. Dross P4 in the end. I think he'd be very happy with that. And PP5 would be a bit disappointed with that podium, but I think at the end of the day, I think he had a decent race. But nonetheless, Richie Buffalo on those hards for that stint would have compromised a little bit, but I think he'll be relatively satisfied with that. Mazepin, after all those spins and his mistakes, still managed to claw a P8. So a great result, great comeback at the end there. High would be P9 with all those penalties. Alpha P10, Matador P11. Tapadell was P12, Sam P13, Pirlo P14, Samuel P15, Andrea P16, and the DNS were Fresh, Davi, and Sky Sentinel. And we don't seem to come off the leaderboards results section, but we still have an interview with the one and only ST Maldi anyway with this P2 finish. Maldi, if you want to include your audio. Maldi, wow, what a race in the end there. It was very difficult getting overtaken by Pete, but you've held it nicely. Just about held off Artem for that P2 result. Just how did the result come in the end, and how that comeback come for you after that little spin and that incident you had with Pete during the safety car?
Obrigado. I just want to say thank you for the support. Thank you for everyone that's been supporting me. Thank you. Obrigado, Obrigado. Basically, lap one was very difficult. Obviously, I got taken out by the McLaren. He had a bad start. But I managed to claw it back. I didn't get any damage, so that was good. Under safety car, I can't remember what actually happened. I had some guy in my EF saying like ERS on 80 most of the time, so it was quite difficult. But I mean, I had a bit of a spin in the second set, so I was able to catch it. A lot of drivers were struggling with their back end and their setups and it's just track in general. I weren't looking forward to this race, but I just want to say obrigado to everyone that's been supporting me. Everyone. It's been a banging race, and I will definitely enjoy my Christmas dinner now. After that was good. Yeah, that was banging.
Yeah, that was a great result in the end. It's a great way to end off the final race of STB in 2021. We return after a week break on the 3rd of January, which is my birthday, by the way, for Abu Dhabi. So in Tier 1. So we'll have a nice Christmas and a New Year. and we will be back with a bang for 2022 as we return after Christmas. Thank you very much, and we will see you in 2022.